Hi, Group 1. Is there an easier way to handle your current challenges? You've got Five of Pentacles. The reason behind this is Six of Swords. And an advice is the Empress. Whoa! There is an easier way to handle your current challenges. Well, basically, it's saying that you should leave these challenges. And group 1, 2, and 3 all got the Chariot in reverse. So take it slow. Take it easy, take it slow. And Knight of Swords in reverse and Four of Wands, Two of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Is there? Yeah. The Hangman in reverse and Strength in reverse. I feel like there was somebody who was... I think you're already saved from this situation pretty much, but there was somebody who was trying to slow you down. But then, because you have been really nice to people, I think now people are supporting you, people are helping you, and that's why I think a lot of you guys already got away from these difficulties. But it's just that this person is still probably around, okay? And Five of Pentacles. Maybe this is just not one person, but maybe 2 to 5 people, or maybe a group of people. They want your energy. Why? Because maybe you have a good advice around money, finances, talents. And maybe it has something to do with injuries or hospital or church. But I think, first of all, you help the, well, it's so hard for me to talk about this. Why is that? Why is that, spirits? Maybe you have been biting your tongue. Maybe there was a situation where you couldn't express yourself to the fullest. Rose quartz, it's about romantic relationships. So maybe it is about love or self-care. Okay. So I think it's saying that once you help them, I think you once were very supportive to them, and maybe you were giving them some advice or giving them energy and time because maybe they looked like they're in trouble and maybe they really needed you. However, maybe you thought that you should withdraw from this situation because it's gonna be their growth. Withdrawing from this situation will help them grow. And that's what you realized, I think, in this situation. The reason behind this is Six of Swords, because you just have to go. I think you had helped them enough. Probably 6 months, or 5 months, or 6 months, or 5 years, even 6 years. And yeah, you just have to go. You have another, it's almost like the cycle has closed. Maybe these people are taking too slow, or maybe these people didn't show you enough respect or gratitudes, and the time has come and you just have to go. And the advice is the Empress. Don't hesitate moving on, because you are the Empress. I think you're gonna pour so much love to yourself from here. And also, if there's something you want to try, maybe it's about creativity, or maybe a new relationship, maybe new romantic relationships, or friendships, family, do it. Go ahead and do it. And you know what? I think these people are going to thank you. Even though you stopped caring, not really caring, but even though you stopped paying attention to those people, I think those people will still thank you in the future. Let me do some clarification here. I wonder why they didn't... I don't know. I don't think you were happy in this situation. Maybe there's not an equal give and take, but maybe they were taking, because I really had a difficulties talking, right? So maybe they didn't give you enough space to talk back or to have opinions about something. Or maybe they pushed you their certain philosophy or ideas, but maybe it was suffocating to you. I think you're somebody who really likes freedom. And also you're very grounded too. Wait a minute, what if this is so weird. Ten of Cups. Okay. That was so weird. Let me do this again because it's not like I was not concentrating on this, but it's almost like somebody really want to see how you're going to do in the future. So maybe these people were investigating you. Wow, this is so weird. I hope this is not about stalker. Like really. This is not funny if that is the case. Okay, so let me do some clarification here. Eight of Pentacles. You're working on something. Five of Cups. Yeah, even Ten of Cups in reverse. It was upright. Yeah, you know what? You said goodbye to all these negative thoughts or negative mindset or philosophies that those people said to you. You said goodbye to it. And now you're working on something else, which is about creativity. It could be about creativity, your business. It's going to bring you a lot of abundance. Great. Five of Pentacles is clarified by Seven of Wands in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse, and Knight of Cups in reverse. All in reversal. Okay, these people, like I said, they really, like, they're craving for your energy, craving for your knowledge and wisdom. Because they feel weak now. I don't know what happened to them, but they're physically, like, they're feeling physically very weak. And they're thinking like, well, there's a Venus arrived in front of me. I can get some ideas from you. The kind of energy that I'm getting here. But you know what? These people don't understand how important it is to make efforts by themselves for their success. Instead, what they do is just to take. Rely on people too much. And Knight of Cups in reverse. Like I said, you know, maybe it's a combination of love. Clingy love. I don't think it's toxic yet. However, I think it could turn into a toxic relationship. So I really want you to be aware of that. I don't like this energy, to be honest, Group 1. I think this person is very clingy and very controlling sometimes, using tactics, making them look weaker and try to get your attention. I'm so glad, like, if you are away from this now, I'm so glad that you did. I don't think this is going to be a healthy relationship. Six of Swords is clarified by Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and Five of Wands. Even though you might feel like there could be a conflict if you leave this community, you left. Why? Because you found something really important within you with the Empress card. It's something very tangible. Maybe it's about business, like I said, business, finances, some sort of purchase or talents, creativity, something that you can grow. Maybe this could be about community too. And you decided to cut loss. Yeah, because you know what? I already got so many. Why do I stick to this one? You know, why do I have to stick to this when I have so much? I think you have realized your self-worth, and that's why you left, or you had to go. Because I feel like you didn't get a proper feedback related to something. And the Vice is the Empress, clarified by the Sun Three of Wands, and Queen of Swords. Congratulations, group 1. You know what? If you have any dreams, it is going to possibly, I think it's going to come true. Okay, so keep working on it. Okay, and it's probably related to business, work, or becoming independent, starting your own business, or it could be about health too. Maybe you want to go hiking, or maybe you want to make your physical health stronger than what it is now, and it's going to be successful. Okay, if you have struggling, yeah, maybe you have struggles with talking, I don't know, but maybe you have if you have struggles walking, you will be able to walk little by little. Okay, even though if it's little by little, it's still a small step, and you can count it, right? Count it as a step. Okay, so don't be discouraged. I don't know what's happening in your life right now. It's gonna be okay. Maybe you were injured, or maybe you were sick now. It's gonna be okay, okay? Queen of Swords, because you saw the truth. You saw the truth in this situation, and you saw the truth that, like, what you want from this relationship, and what you want from your community, what you want in the future. In communication, right? If you have difficulties talking, maybe you should cut cord with the cause of the stress, because I feel like it's really affecting your communication or choice of words. Maybe you feel like you're always watched. But you know what? Once you detect what the cause of the stress is, and if you detach from it, I think it's going to get better, because it's all in upright. And you know what? If you really need professional care, then please go visit professionals, because, please don't only rely on tarot, because physical health is really, it really needs special care, in the medical field. So I highly recommend you to see home doctors, or I don't know, the doctor that you always go to. Okay, so that's my reading for you, group 1. I'm sorry for having difficulties talking in this reading. I don't know, just take it as the part of the energy here. I tried my best. So yeah, that's what I have for you. I hope it helped, and I wish you good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi, group 2. Is there an easier way to handle your current challenges? You've got Three of Swords. The reason behind this is the Moon in reverse, and the advice is the Lovers in reverse. Okay. Well, there is a way, easier way to handle this situation. So group 1 and 2 and 3, they all got the Chariot in reverse. So don't rush. Take some time. And I think it's saying that you should really face what your heartbreak is, and you might have some chances or opportunities to see somebody else's heartbreak, and there's something that you can learn from it. At least three things that you can learn. Maybe it's related to communication, or words, or intellect as well. So take it slow. Yeah, try to take some rest now, because I feel like Sodalite, with the Sodalite, I think you have used so much intellect and mind in whatever the situation was for you. And the Moon in reverse is the reason, because you have seen the clarity here. Something was hidden underneath, and you saw it. Or maybe it was revealed. Maybe you didn't do anything, but maybe the situation was just revealed automatically for some reason, and you saw the truth. And this is really deep. I think you saw something really deep, and even shadows of somebody else. So I think you're still processing some sort of loss or a grief. And the advice here is the Lovers in reverse. You know what? If you're in a toxic relationships, or even violent relationship, It's time for you to go. That's what's saying. You know what? If the situation or relationship is already gone, that was good for you. You know, you won in this situation. Okay, so let's do some clarification here to see more details. Okay. You can enjoy some nice hot tea. Well, it doesn't have to be hot. Warm tea, maybe herb tea. You don't have to try to read books, or you don't have to try to concentrate on something right now, because I think you really need healing. And it's okay to be like that. Everybody needs healing. Everybody needs self-reflection. The Magician! Great. Page of Swords. 8 of Wands in reverse, and Temperance in reverse, and 3 of Pentacles in reverse, and 8 of Swords in reverse, and Ace of Wands. Maybe it has something to do with workplace, or a group of people, or a group meeting or something. Maybe you went through a very aggressive situations, and I think it really drained you. But you know what? It's saying that it's time for you. Yeah, I think you might be feeling very inconfident right now because of what happened in the past. But you know what? I think you already know that you have so much potential. So keep believing yourself, okay? Because you do have abilities to alchemize things, you know, even the difficult situations. Okay, so 3 of Swords is clarified by Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and 5 of Wands. Whoa, pair. Look at this. Is there an easier way? You know what? Oh my goodness. If you leave this toxic relationship, you might be able to find a perfect match. Really. I mean, look at this. This is in pair. Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. I have 78 cards in here. And this happened. You're going to find somebody. Okay? If that is the case. If you're looking for a romantic relationship. And if you're not if you're not looking for a romance, you're going to find somebody. Maybe this could be about collaboration, business partner. I feel, I don't know, but maybe it's about reconciliation with your siblings. That could be the case as well. And also, this could talk about your parents coming together. That's possible too. Yeah, but so I think the easier way for you to handle this current challenge is to remove yourself from the conflict that's happening, and rather try to put yourself into a community where people are willing to come together and work together. And then if you're in a relationship, if you leave this toxic relationships or toxic contracts, then you will find somebody. So keep hoping, you know, the Magician here. Be confident by yourself. Okay? And then the Moon in reverse is clarified by Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, and the Devil. Oh my goodness. Like I said, I think you saw somebody's devil here. Maybe related to finances, money. 2 major arcanas here. No, 3 major arcanas even. This has been a very hard experience for you if this is what you're going through. So, first of all, please don't blame yourself. please don't say that. Well, you could, you can say it when you're in the process of grief, but when you see somebody's devil, it's not your fault. Okay? The other person was just not mature enough to control their ego and heal their devil. Okay? And because you were able to see the devil within this situation or person, now you can move forward because everything is so clear. You're not going to waste any time or energy on this anymore. Yeah. And the advice here is the Lovers. And reverse is clarified by Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, and Seven of Swords. I think you already know who this is. Like, I think you already know. If this is talking about your partner, I think you already know who this is. I mean, like how they are. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they don't work, or they spend too much money on something. They're reckless. They could be reckless, and they don't think much about the future, and sometimes they could lie to you. They're sneaky. So if you're struggled with your partner being like this, I know it's difficult, but I think it's saying that it's time for you to go, because you're going to find somebody perfect for you. Yeah. And I think you understand how people can turn into the devil from the past experiences. So from here, you will not be deceived, because you have already gained the wisdom and knowledge related to romantic relationships and contracts and choices as well. And I think you will be able to see the tactics that people, like manipulative people, have through maybe tone on the voice, the choices of their words. And I think you're going to see the pattern here. 7-7. Like, when you meet a completely different person, and if this person is so manipulative, I think you're going to see the patterns here that you have experienced in the past. So you can tell that this person is lying. You know what I mean? So that's how you gain this wisdom. So I know, well, group 2, this is really hard, actually. But you know what? If there's an easier way to handle this current challenges, to cut the cord with the toxic relationships. And trust yourself. Trust your future, because everything's gonna go bright. It's gonna be so much optimistic and so much fun and so much lighter, because you're the magician. The journey just started. Okay, journey just has started. So don't give up on yourself. Okay? That's my reading for you. I hope it helped, and I wish you good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi, Group 3. Is there an easier way to handle your current challenges? You've got 4 of Swords, and the background story is Page of Cups in reverse, and the device is 9 of Cups in reverse. Well, first of all, you gotta take care of yourself right now. You should go to sleep earlier, and you've got the Chariot in reverse. Take some time. It's okay to slow down. And Page of Cups in reverse here, I think you were dealing with somebody who was not exactly, well, I don't know, not exactly telling you a lie, but I think this person, or maybe this group of people, was telling you imaginary story, the stories that they made up. Advice is Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, try not to satisfy this person. Yeah, try not to satisfy this person, it says. Okay, let's do some clarification here. I think the person you're dealing with is so super immature because they're not willing to learn even. Like, this person is probably giving you false hope. And not only that, I think they're making up their stories and telling you like stories that never existed. Maybe they're talking about huge dreams that they have, but I don't think it's possible to make it true. I don't know why, but let's do some clarification here. Ten of Wands, you must be really tired. Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords in reverse and Seven of Swords, and Ten of Swords in reverse and the Fool. If you're dealing with somebody, like I said, this person is really immature, and this person was probably using many tactics to trick you, to confuse you. And maybe this person was really making it harder for you to leave this situation using their intellect. Very sneaky. And you haven't given them enough information or skills, maybe knowledge and advice, and now you're so exhausted now. This person. Okay, so Four of Swords is clarified by Knight of Pentacles, Death, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, what the hell is this? Okay, I think it's saying that you have given enough in this situation. You have done enough, okay? I think you were doing your best to give the stability in this relationship. Maybe it has something to do with purchase, maybe about business, finances, or a land, or maybe it's about home. But you have done your best to stabilize this relationship. However, it's time for you to go. You see, the Knight has turned into the Death. Now you realize that the situation is not going to change because this other person is not willing to change. And I think you have realized that. And now you're saying, I must go. And then the wheel is turning. The wheel is turning in your favor because the time is up. The cycle is over. Yeah, so the easier way to handle this current challenges is to actually prioritize yourself and prioritize your health, most importantly, and try not to use your mind on this anymore and detach from it and try to sleep early and sleep more, because I feel like you're so exhausted right now. Page of Cups in reverse is clarified by Three of Wands in reverse and the Lovers in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. What this? Huh? I feel like this person was. What is it? It's like this person was using you or making a plan to be with you, but try to make you work. What the? It's like this person doesn't want to make any efforts, but they want you to work harder. They want you to choose the right path. They want you to see the clarity and declutter the mess for them. What? I don't like this. That's why you're so exhausted now, aren't you? Very spoiled energy. Maybe their parents didn't really like make this person independent. Maybe they didn't let them choose their own path and take their responsibilities for that. You know, they should learn to take responsibilities of their choices and actions and words. They don't. They don't. Rather, they always want some other people to take their responsibilities. It's almost like using energy. Yeah. Well, if you know what? If you got out of this situation, I'm so glad, because this person could really be draining you. You know, if you were thinking about dating this person or having a relationship with this person, this relationship is going to definitely drain you. Yeah. So I think it was a right choice for you to just cut cord, to give up on this connection and just leave. Yeah. Okay, so Nine of Cups is clarified by the Three of Wands in reverse, the Emperor, and Queen of Pentacles. You know what? The person you're dealing with, first of all, I said, don't satisfy this person, right? Don't. You know, don't satisfy this person. Don't even, if it's possible, I think you really should cut cord with this person, because this person is just a taker. This person will keep dreaming about the future with you, and they want to be the Emperor, and they want you to be the Queen. But, you know, do you notice that this is not Empress? Like I said, this person wants you to work. This person wants you to work for them and make them look like the king, the emperor. And they're not going to give you enough credibility, even though you have so much for yourself. You have so much skills and knowledge and wisdom here. But I feel like this person is not going to let you glow or grow. This person just want to go see a different future. Like, this person is basically not satisfied with the current situation right now, and that's why this person is clinging onto you, thinking that they will be able to see a very brand new future if they stick with you. But don't allow this person to do that, okay? Because, you know, the time has passed, the cycle is ended, and you just have to go. And everything's gonna go in a very different way for you, because Death card is here. This is about transformation. You need to change, right? That you need to change the situation. You need to protect yourself. If you keep being with this person, I think you could really be sick, okay? So please take care of yourself and prioritize yourself. That's what's saying. Yeah, so this is my reading for you. I really hope it helped, and I wish you good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye.